All I'm saying is I feel like Hitler had a point.
Oh my God, no!
I mean, if he had Coke in the bathroom, there would have been Jews in there.
No. I like your mustache.
Fucking Himmler. The kids are watching.
Hey, hey kids. Hey kids,
Hi,
we're
boys and
back.
girls.
We're back. Do you remember us?
We are still alive.
Your weird uncles?
COVID free.
As far as we know.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I haven't been tested.
Look, I've seen that test. Those are exits only, my friend.
Yeah.
Those are exits only. Not happening.
Yeah.
Not happening. So, yeah. Hey!
I think they missed us.
Nah.
It's been a hot second. It's
We
been
haven't-
long enough. They might.
We still haven't gotten any hate mail. We told them to send us hate mail if we were gone too long, and they still haven't.
Hasn't been too long then. I guess we're good.
Fuck them. Good night, everybody.
Peace. No.
No, we can't do that. We love ourselves too much. And by ourselves, we mean you. Ourselves.
That's right. Pause for
Yeah.
dramatic effect.
Yeah,
If you want to know what
exactly.
just happened there, go to youtube.com/Maximum Effort Podcast and watch us.
Yeah, exactly. Because otherwise, visuals don't translate onto audio for some reason.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hopefully you are watching / listening to the Maximum Effort Podcast.
Hopefully. Welcome back. I'm still Dave.
I'm still Adam.
Still?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, the paperwork just won't go through, will it?
Post office, man. What are you going to do?
Well, that's trying to get dismantled along with the rest of the planet.
Pretty much.
Now that fucking Kanye's running for president. Jesus Christ. Couldn't have found anybody better.
Why can't we have Foley for president?
Oh, dude, I'd vote for Foley in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
I would build fake identities just so I'll figure out how to build a bot. Absolutely.
I want nothing more than a dollar bill to have a picture of Foley going, bang, bang.
Oh, no, that's like on the $100 bill.
True.
I mean, Franklin wasn't even a president, for Christ's sake.
True. Give him the boot.
That's right. His time is done. He wanted the national symbol of this country to be a fucking turkey. I don't want my Thanksgiving meal to symbolize this country. That means everybody's going to pluck us, cook us, and shove yams in our ass. No, thank you.
I found websites where people actually pay good money for that.
Goodbye, Mr. Hand. Oh my gosh, it's been a hot minute.
Yeah, we're still a little out of sync here.
We
Kids.
really are. Just, you'd think by now I have a piece of paper from higher education that says I'm cool. He has a beard still.
I got 2 weeks left and I'm done.
Hey, right on.
2 Mondays and 2 Wednesdays and I'm done.
Right on. What are you going to do with all that?
Go back and study. Because I've still got till November to get all my certs.
Oh, okay. Right
Yeah,
on.
so.
Right on. Yeah, I did buy the security certification book.
Good job. I can't even imagine.
It's that thick. Yeah, but anyway,
Yes.
the kids don't care about that.
They don't care about us. They're just
They
here to
really-
listen to us babble.
Yeah, about Hitler apparently. I mean, I feel like nothing's gone on in the world lately. It's just been kind of quiet.
Yeah, nothing new anyways.
Everybody's getting along, business as usual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know when this episode's going to come out, but we're recording on the 5th, and today is our patron supporter Jeff Tarbert's birthday. So happy birthday, Jeffy.
Happy birthday, Jeffrey.
He'll appreciate that. I'm going to get a text because he's going to be laying in bed listening to this, and he's going to look over at Katie, his wife, and he's going to say, oh, they said my birthday on the show, and he's going to get excited, and Katie's going to go, you're an idiot. And then he's going to text me, Katie just said I'm an idiot, and it's going to be hilarious.
Can you put that in a group text so I can be in it? Because I need to know. I need to know that, that Jeffrey.
Yeah.
I want to know that Jeffrey is okay.
He'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
He's as old as you now. No, you're older than him.
Yeah, I'm still the elder statesman here, sir.
That's right. I forgot.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm coming up on...
Big 4-1. Man, you're going to be 42.
Yeah, thanks for pouring salt in that wound, huh?
Damn, bro.
Dan. I don't even have white Vans to kill it with.
That's rough.
I
We
got
need to
them.
have
I got the
what?
Jordans. I got the Jordan 6s though.
We need to have like a dad like party. Like we need to get some jean shorts, some tucked in t-shirts, get some white New Balances with socks pulled up to our
Oh
halfway up
yeah.
our calves, and barbecue for a day.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that'd
That's
be
now. Granted, our iPhones have to be in belt holsters.
oh god, yes, leather belt holsters.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Is there any other one? Come on.
No,
Hello. All right. So, yeah, we've been out of the loop mainly because you people won't sign up for the Patreon.
yep.
And it's real easy to do. Just go to patreon.com/the maximum effort podcast. And we've got some, some stair steps. You get goodies. It's not like we don't care. I mean, you throw in $1, we say your name on the show.
Whole name, first and last.
First and you want the middle initial, you're gonna have to go to the $2 tier.
That's right.
Because then you'll get access to our Discord server, which the beard across the way sucking on his strawberry Rita. See, I'm kind of taking the.
Tall boy, by the way.
I'm taking the night off. I've been pounding vodka Red Bulls all weekend, so
Yeah,
I changed it up a bit.
I hear you.
I went Grey Goose and Red Bull. But yeah, the Discord server. Why don't you explain to them the Discord server? Because I'm not that bright.
Yeah, he's not that smart. He's got a Security Plus book that he's studying, but he doesn't know what Discord is.
I'm trying to get security clearance for the government. If they listen to this, they're gonna be like, "Fuck that guy."
Yeah, maybe we should just stop.
It's too late now. It's too late now. I gotta get this thing out Tuesday
Signal broadcast because it's Tuesday.
because it's Tuesday.
Yeah. So, anyways, Discord, kids. I'm sure most of you are familiar with it. Basically, it's a place where you can get on, you can chat freely about pretty much whatever you want. We're not going to allow any minors in there, so meme away, whatever you want to post. No threats, no racist. Other than that, we don't really care.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we'll be on there every now and then.
We'll be on there once in a while. We'll interact with you guys. The safe word is bananas.
But you have to spell it like Gwen Stefani.
You do, and you have to say that the shit is bananas.
Yes, BANANAS.
Okay, so that gets you $2. You can come in and chat once in a while. $5, you get all of that, and then you get a sticker that looks very much like the one on Silent Bill's shirt there. I have that shirt.
He does.
I did. I wore it to the beach. I'm going to wear it to the beach again.
Nice.
Yeah. Along with my new Oakley Mars X
those are
metal
fancy.
sunglasses that I finally got. I've only wanted them for 20 years. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine.
Everyone's fine.
It's perfectly fine.
See, good things come to those who wait.
It's been too long. Too long.
Worth it though, wasn't it?
Yeah. Although, I mean, if I wanted the really hardcore ones, like the ones with the little leather details and the gold laced lenses like they have for the astronauts, that'll set you back about $1,600.
That's not bad. I'm sure they take a check.
No.
Post-dated out-of-state two-party personal.
Of course. Of course. They'll in no way want it. They'll in no way want the actual money
No.
at all.
Nope.
If you want to see the sunglasses, you got to go to the YouTube channel.
Yeah. Or we could even post them on our social media pages because we do have some of those.
Well, I mean, it does fall into the 90s. I mean, these things came out in 97.
That's true.
Somewhere in there.
I'm going to tell the kids about the socials. Like to hit? Here goes. No, I'm not going to do it. So, of course, we have an Instagram.
Duh.
Of course.
Duh.
Who doesn't do it for the gram these days?
Weirdos.
Exactly.
Communists.
Get on.
Trump. Could you imagine if that guy had an Instagram?
No. We'd have to shut the server down.
We really would be dead.
Yeah. Our Facebook and our Instagram are both the Maximum Effort Podcast. You can find us there. Twitter is the only one that's a little weird because it won't fit the whole thing. So we are at Maximum Cast.
Yeah. Why does Twitter have to have a character limit?
I don't know.
Come on, Zuckerberg.
Because
You
they
have
suck
the
balls.
power. You have the power. Just because you want to limit the message to 140 characters doesn't mean you have to limit the name to 140 characters. Come on.
Mm-mm.
Actually, it's not even that. It's 15.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell, man?
Yeah, he's a sick son of a bitch.
Well, that money went to your head, didn't it?
Usually does.
Yeah. But that's why he doesn't have the Rona. Same reason Magic Johnson's still alive. He just, grinds the money up, injects it into his bloodstream.
Yeah, intravenously. It's good
Puts gravy on it.
Yum. Little soup ladle of it on the side.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amen.
So what would you like me to rattle on about this week?
I don't know. What you got queued up there?
Well, completely off the top of my head, with no previous thought of any kind into this, I thought we'd talk about Final Fantasy VII.
What?
Yeah.
Man, that's random.
So random. Just,
I mean, I know you haven't been thinking about it for the last however many weeks since the last episode.
no, nothing.
In no way, shape, or form.
I got nothing.
Wow.
It just hit me like lightning.
It's like them lightning shits, man. Just
Basically.
whoo.
That's what happens when you go to Taco Bell at 2 a.m. after binge drinking all day.
Wow, you end early.
Well, I don't make them guys stay all night.
Only are older now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So tell us about Final Fantasy VII, because I remember stocking the cases at Walmart with those things. It's like back when you had to have jewel cases that were dual stacked and had several hinges and needed fingerprints to get in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Had the little magnet you had to swipe over it to cancel out the alarm.
Yeah. But not with it. But it still kept the data on the CD.
Good times.
Yeah. That also worked with DVDs. Not that I would have any personal experience with that whatsoever.
Nope. None.
None at all. I had none whatsoever.
No. So anyways, for about 2 years now, they've been working on a for about 10 or 12 years now, they've been working on a Final Fantasy remake. Game originally came out in 93. 93.
The original Final Fantasy?
No, 7.
Oh, 7.
I'm not talking about the other 6. It's too confusing. That's a whole other episode.
That is.
Yeah. Good games, but I'm not going there.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So 7 came out in 93 and just game of the year, amazing game. One of my top 5 all-time favorite video games ever.
Definitely.
Yeah. I've probably beaten it at least 4 times, which doesn't seem like a lot, but the maximum time I've spent on it can't be calculated because the game keeps logs, and at 99 hours and 99 minutes, it just stops keeping track. The fastest time I've ever beat it is in about 42 hours.
So the first go round, you have no idea the man hours.
Nope.
That went into it.
No, once you hit 99 hours, it stops counting.
Now, the original Final Fantasy VII, since it came out in 93, PlayStation didn't come out till when? 7? 6?
That's a great question.
I want to know what platform it was on before it blew up Sony land.
December 3rd, 1994. So hold on, I might have the year wrong.
Well, no, that makes sense.
Oh, God, I was way out. January of 97.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a little bit better.
Yeah, that sounds a little more...
Yeah, because I was close to high school when it came out.
You were. I had graduated, and I knew about it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize, kids. God, I'm so stupid.
We have got to do this more often because we're slipping.
Yeah.
We're slipping in our old age.
Yeah. It's my fault. I apologize.
Nah, it's my fault.
I'm done. I'm just going to go to bed. I'll see you later.
Good night.
Yeah. So anyways, the original came out and groundbreaking game. First game to use 3D rendering. First game to use like live motion video. A lot of firsts that game used. And for about the last 10 years or so, they've been talking about doing a remake of it, like rebooting it, original, but booting it for today's, graphics on the PS4. The game finally came out this year, and our good buddy Jeff did get a copy of it, and he was going to let me borrow it, but I was like, let me wait till school's done. I don't want to, I barely have enough time as it is.
Right.
And he said it took him almost 45 hours to beat. Now, this is, and I didn't know this until he told me, but that new version that just came out, the first disc, or the disc that came out, Final Fantasy VII on the PS1 was 3 discs.
Yes.
This is only the first disc that just came out, the remake.
And it has the whole game on it?
No.
Oh.
It's the original first disc. That's all you get.
That's all you get?
For now, yeah. They're still working on remaking it.
Those clever bastards.
That's how much data. A Blu-ray can store, 100 gigs of data?
Yeah, And
that's how big this game is. It wouldn't all fit on one Blu-ray.
Good Lord. And they didn't, of course, they didn't want to package it all in one thing, so.
Of course not.
No.
They sell it as a separate disc. There's another $60 a pop.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
So, with the remake coming out and everybody playing it, I know our buddy Hunter, he got it. I follow him on Facebook, his social, personal.
He did.
Yeah, he's like 10 out of 10. Best game I've ever played.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a glowing review. If Hunter says that,
Mm-hmm.
you officially go get it.
Yep.
At that point, so
I thought we'd talk about the original that came out on January 31st of 97.
All right.
Yeah. Not 93,
Not
like
93.
I said earlier, and you cut out so no one hears it.
Oh, that's staying in, my friend.
I know. I saw it.
Yeah, that's all right. We all do.
Mm-hmm.
We all do. We're all whores.
Just had some strawberry margarita come out my nose.
And you liked it.
Please, sir, may I have some more?
It reminds me of the story you told me about just being shit hammered out, and there's a bonfire, and you just lost your shit right next to the chair.
I'm gonna throw up right there. And then I did.
Right there.
That was rough.
Oh man, I hate that I missed it.
I know. It's all right.
It's fine. Whatever.
So, I didn't even know about this game until 6 or 8 months after it had come out, probably.
Mm-hmm.
A guy I went to school with, I went to Catholic school. A guy I went to school with, same first name, Adam Baldy. He was kind of nerdy. We played Magic together, and he was into RPG games, and he introduced me to Final Fantasy VII.
Uh-huh.
And he had almost beaten it, so he's like, when I get done with the first disc, you can have it. I'm like, okay, cool. And so the first disc, so I guess I'll get to the disc here in a second. So I get done with the first disc, I move on to the second disc.
Mm-hmm.
I get done with the second disc, and I go to the third disc.
Right.
But I didn't realize that's where the third disc, where the game was going to end and say, please insert disc 3. And he was on vacation for a week. So I had to go a whole week without. Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm. Had to go a whole week without playing it.
Unacceptable.
It was depressing as can be, I'm telling you.
And that was the longest week of your life, too.
It was rough. I think I went back and played half the second disc just to have something to do.
You'd almost have to.
Yeah. So the game starts out showing the city of Midgar.
Mm-hmm.
And the city of Midgar is up on a giant plate above the actual ground, the earth.
Which is what's going to happen to Tokyo.
Yeah.
In about 2 months.
San Fran, Tokyo.
Basically.
Yeah. So Midgar sits up on this plate, and there are 8 different sectors of Midgar, and each is literally divided up into like a pizza slice. And the beginning of the game starts, it pans around the city, and you can see, and in the new one, you can see, oh my God, so much detail. It's amazing. and then there's a quick cut scene and it shows a train, and then it cuts to something else and it cuts back to the train, and it shows this train pull into the station, and a couple of members of Avalanche, they're soldiers in Avalanche, jump off the train roof, and then the third person to jump off is when we finally meet our protagonist of the entire game, which would be Cloud Strife.
There it is.
Cloud is a former member of Soldier and has defunct towards Avalanche to help them kind of terrorize Midgar, basically, and kind of stop Soldier and Shinra. And so the game starts there. You go into this warehouse, you sneak in, you help blow. The hell was that?
What was what?
You didn't hear a loud, like, ping?
No.
It was in my fucking mind, man.
You sure you're all right, man?
I think I'm having a stroke. How did I pay?
It's fine.
It's fine. We're all fine.
It's totally fine.
So
Jesus.
you sneak into this reactor and you set a bomb.
Mm-hmm.
And then as you're leaving, you fight bad guys, soldiers as you go through. And it's a open world-ish kind of game. You can only explore within the area you're in, but you can literally go wherever you want in these areas.
Right.
And the battle scenes, as soon as you run into an enemy, which you don't, it's not like Pokemon, you see a guy facing you and you walk in front of them and it's bloop and they walk into you. You'll just be walking and all of a sudden you'll engage. But the fight mechanics are great because it's turn-based, so it's me, you.
Right.
And at the beginning, all you can do is attacking. Cloud's got this ridiculous badass sword called the Buster Sword. And it's like that guitar sitting behind you, the blade's probably as wide as the bottom of the guitar.
The blade's as wide as like two of Cloud.
Yeah.
It's like, it's really anime, just like, how does that thing not hit the ground?
Yeah. Or, break his wrist every time he spins it.
I hate to think about the damage to his back.
Yeah. It's fucked up.
He works out.
Yeah.
So he's got a Buick on his back with a handle shoved in the tailpipe.
Essentially.
Yeah.
And he knows a little bit of magic. You can do, I think, ice bolt and fire energy. When you get to the reactor, you set the bomb, and then you go to leave, and this big ass machine shows up, and that's kind of your first like boss fight of the game. And after you beat that, as you're getting out, the reactor blows up. And you have like, I think, a 20-minute real life timer.
Mm-hmm.
It takes 5 to 10 to get out. It's not even a big deal. But basically, you work for Avalanche and you're trying to overthrow Shinra. And this is kind of one of their secret missions to get in there and kind of shut down one of the reactors. Now, the reactors, they're sucking what's called Mako energy out of the earth. Mako energy is basically the spirit of the earth, Gaia.
Okay.
Yeah. And they're sucking it out and they're slowly killing the planet, and they don't give a shit because they're a $1 million corporation. What do they care about the little people or the planet?
China.
Exactly. So the first whole disc essentially is you fighting on Midgar, trying to get out of Midgar.
Okay.
And you meet a couple of characters along the way. The quote-unquote, I guess, leader of Avalanche would be Tifa Lockhart, or Tifa, however you want to say her name.
I mean, I went Tifa with it, but
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah. She got a nice rack, so it's no big deal.
It's fine.
Yeah. And then the other guy you meet is Barrett. Tifa's special abilities are she basically is a street brawler. So she'll run up to guys, she'll punch them, she'll kick them, do roundhouses and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Barrett's is kind of cool. He is actually missing his whole arm.
That's right.
So he has a gun on his arm.
Yeah, that's right.
And his attack is he'll just...
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's pretty sad I forget about the first beginning parts of the game.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's fine.
So once you get out of the reactor and get down on the streets, everybody kind of gets separated. There's a couple of other Avalanche members too. Jesse and someone else. They're not even really important. I don't even know why they gave them names. But you end up running into Aerith, and I can't remember Aerith's last name. I had a whole notepad of notes for the show, for the episode, and I left them at my work, and they were closed till tomorrow.
Good job.
So I couldn't bring those home.
Good job. That's my boy.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
So while Dave's looking up Aerith's last name,
You know.
she's a flower girl. She has a little flower shop, and she finds, it's like, where the hell do you find these flowers? And like, think Gotham City is how dark and decrepit this Midgar is. It's like, where the hell do you find flowers? Well, she has a church she goes to. Well, come to find out, she is the last remaining celestial alive on Earth. She's like a goddess, essentially.
Right.
And she doesn't really remember everything. But that's why she finds sanctuary in a church. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Did you find her name yet?
Gainsborough.
Gainsborough. There you go. Thank you.
Anytime.
Yeah. Eris thing, because she's a celestial, she is a healer. So she's the healer of the party. Restore your hit points, things like that. The menu was kind of revolutionary at the time when it came out, because you can do a lot of menu stuff mid-game. You can, if all three of your party members get knocked out in a battle, game's over.
Right.
But you have Aerith can revive people. There are revive magic spells, and then you can find Phoenix Downs, which will also revive people that have been knocked out too. So you just have to keep everybody alive, essentially.
Right.
But yeah, that's the thing I was going to talk about. So the way people in the game use magic is through little things that they introduced in Final Fantasy VII called materia. And they're little stones, little rocks, gems, I don't know, whatever the hell you want to call them. And they're actually pieces of the earth itself, of Gaia.
Okay.
And they've like been infused with magical powers. So like, Cap sounds pissed. I don't know.
Yeah.
He'll get over it.
He's old. He's an asshole.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Yeah. So, anyways, you get different materia, and there's attack materia that teaches you fire and electricity, and there's heal materia that teaches you, revive and restore and shit like that. The cool ones are the summon materia, the little red ones.
Yeah.
And I think the first one you get is summon Ifrit or Shiva. I don't remember which one. But those are the first two that you get in the game. And they take a little bit of while to charge up, but once you use them, it's pretty badass. Legit, a creature of some kind will either come down from the clouds, or it'll come up. Like if you have the Hades summon, Hades will literally come up out of the ground with 4 cauldrons around him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. The coolest ones, though, in my opinion, were the Bahamut's. There was Bahamut, Bahamut Nero, and Bahamut Neo, and Bahamut Zero. Yeah.
And hack and slash and
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, there were so many side quests in the game, is why you could make it take so damn long to beat the game.
Yeah, you could. There were a lot of rabbit holes.
Like even just at the beginning of the game, right after you meet Aerith, there's a little side quest that you have to do, but you can decide how good you want to do it or not, basically. Where you basically, as Cloud, you have to be a cross-dresser and get this guy's approval.
Naturally.
It's fucking weird, man. And they kept that in the new version too, of course.
Of course
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to be Caitlyn Jenner, that's on you. I don't care.
That's what I'm saying.
Just don't kill anybody.
Right, there it is. So once you finally get out of Midgar and you get on the world map, you end up running into this cave. And there's this giant-ass snake swimming around, and all you see is its black shadow under what looks like cobwebs on the ground. And you can't outrun it at all. As soon as you start walking on this gray shit, to get to the cave, it attacks you. And if it attacks you, it will one-hit kill all your party. There's no way around it. There's actually a little ranch just north of it, and you have to go there, and you have to get a chocobo, which is a little yellow bird. It's like
Yeah,
an
I remember
ostrich.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The chocobo was fast enough to outrun the snake thing.
Yeah.
You could still get hit by the thing if you were on the chocobo, but if you ran around it, it wouldn't catch you. Yeah. But for me, a lot of, like, I never liked going into a battle unprepared, so I would literally just walk around and fight random enemies until I maxed out my level for the area.
Yeah.
And when I could hit, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
As I say, when I got to the point where I could one hit everybody, then I would move on to the next area.
Yeah. Now, I know, or at least I'm pretty sure, they're in other versions with the I call them chocobos, but you say chocobo. Chocobos, same thing.
Magneto.
Exactly. You would buy them, but then you'd have to like hatch them and grow them yourself. Did you have to do that in this too?
No.
Or was it just, hey, here's your bird?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yep. And there's different colors.
Yeah.
In 7, yeah. Are
Yeah.
there in the other ones?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. At least I know it was, I think the version I played was 11 or 12.
Oh, see, I never played any of those.
Yeah.
9 was, I think, the last one I played.
Yeah. And there were different colored chocobos there.
Mm. Do they have different abilities? Or are they just different colors?
It's like a long time ago.
Yeah. Did you get too distracted playing Blitzball?
You can only play Wolfenstein so much.
I mean, it's true. And now we've gone full circle with the beginning of this episode.
But there you go.
Close enough, anyways.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just in that world, different team won.
Yep, that's right.
There you go.
There it is. So yeah, like I had over 150 hours in this game. I'm not going to sit here and break down the whole game. But yeah, there's a shit ton of side quests you can do.
No. We should do a 3-parter.
Do a 3-parter?
Yeah, we're going to cover disc 1 here. And we'll cover disc 2 and disc 3.
Oh, you're a sick man.
I am a sick man.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Son of a bitch.
It was a good try, though. The kids were sitting there for
Hey, I thought it was clever. I thought it was clever.
Fucking guys drone on 3 episodes about Final Fantasy?
Hey, you listened to us drone on about Thundercats and Ninja Turtles, all right? Screw you.
Ninja Turtles twice, by the way.
That's right. That was a 2-parter.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody had a problem with that.
Honestly, if I'd have had time to go through and play the game and take some cliff notes while I was playing it, I wouldn't mind doing it as a 3-parter, but I don't remember enough of the game to stretch it out that long.
Yeah.
Although I do have it on my phone.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Huh.
Unless I didn't re-download it after I erased my phone. Yeah, I didn't, but I can. But yeah, they even had the game on the phone. You could download it. I think it was normally like $20. I got it for 10. Worth every penny.
Oh,
well, then,
definitely.
When I was down there visiting you and I got that PlayStation Classic, it's got Final Fantasy VII on it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's on there too.
Yeah, I may have to do that.
Yeah. But other than Barrett and Tifa and Aerith and Cloud, you end up running into a red wolf named Red 13. Did you have something to add?
No.
Okay.
I'm listening.
No, okay. Sorry. Watching Pornhub.
I mean, what else am I going to do?
Are they still doing the free premium quality content during coronavirus outbreak? I heard.
Yeah, but it's only for the first week, and then after that,
not worth it.
It wasn't worth it.
I'd get too attached to the premium content. I wouldn't want to watch anything else.
It's not a difference.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't get it. Anyways.
Anywho.
So you get Red 13. You get Sid. Sid is the captain of the High Wind, which is a giant flying pirate ship, essentially. Once you find Sid and you get access to the High Wind, then you can literally go anywhere you want on the planet except for one place.
Ooh.
Well, technically 2 places. The first place is there's a cave up on the northern end of the map, and you can only get there with a golden chocobo, because golden chocobos can run on mountains, they can run on water, they can run through sand, they can run through anything.
Yeah.
To get the golden chocobo, you have to go to the other place you can't technically access from the airship. There's a giant floating casino.
Ooh.
Yeah, in the desert. And
Big wampum.
yeah. And you get there through like a little tram. It takes you up into the air and you go up into the golden saucer.
Mm-hmm.
Clever name.
Very clever.
Yeah. But up there you can do, there's a boxing game you can play for, and so your currency in the game is called gil. You trade your gil in for battle points, and then you can use your battle points to win there, and then you can trade your battle points back in for more gil when you leave. But there's a boxing game you can play. There's essentially a rock, paper, scissor game, is what it boils down to. There's a actually really cool snowboarding game. Remember that snowboard 1080 game?
I do.
It's pretty much that in Final Fantasy VII, yeah.
That was the beta release, huh?
Mm-hmm. I think they were just testing it out. There's the main thing you do up there is you can race and breed chocobos.
Right.
So that is how you get a golden chocobo. And I don't remember the exact mechanic of it. I'm going to pull it up here real quick so I can tell the kids how to do it.
The mechanics of what?
Getting a golden chocobo.
Getting to a chocobo. Okay.
Because you have to breed two colors of chocobos, and then you have to do this and you have to do that, blah, blah, blah. So in order to breed a gold chocobo, you have to breed a black chocobo with any color wonderful chocobo. And that's the rating for wonderful. A wonderful chocobo can be captured on the tracks near the Icicle Inn. And that's not even the whole thing, then. Yeah, that guy totally threw me off there because he just kind of stopped talking at the end of a sentence.
Hang on. Let me reference Mike's Chocobo breeding guide. That is in no way an endorsement.
Would that be this website?
Hang on. You're off the camera. Indeed it is.
It's weird. We both Googled the same website.
I just went to the first one, man. What the heck is a chocobo? Chocobo breeding combinations.
Yeah.
The gold chocobo is like the black chocobo, but can also cross deep oceans. He can go anywhere in the map except underwater. Okay. Black chocobo A class plus wonderful A class plus Zayo equals gold chocobo.
Yeah. So there you go. So you have to race a chocobo, a regular one, a couple of times.
Now, do you see the note that he put there? Due to a bug in the game, the black chocobo must be selected first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But yeah, so you got a regular chocobo and you raced it a couple of times. Then as it raced and as you fed it greens and nuts,
yeah,
it would go from good to wonderful. And then you could breed it with a blue one, and that would get you a green one. Then you bred the green and the blue one, and that got you a black one. And then you bred the black one and anything, and you got a gold one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if these are in specific order, it goes green, blue, black, gold.
Gold. Yeah.
So.
But the chocobo farm in the beginning of after you get out of Midgard, that's where you have to go back to every time to breed your chocobos. So it kind of takes you back. And it's kind of nice, too, because at that point, you're so powerful, that snake that kicked your ass before, now you can land and pretty much 4-hit it, 5-hit it at the most, and it can't kill your team. And you get a shit ton of gil from killing it and experience.
Nice.
So, yeah, it was really worth it.
Yeah.
But to back up a little bit, about halfway through the first disc, you get introduced to the antagonist, which would be Sephiroth.
Mm-hmm.
And Sephiroth is basically a Billy Badass.
He's a Napoleon.
Yeah, but he's like 6'2".
So maybe they breed him big in Mordor, man.
I mean, that's true. And
I mean, Midgar. Sorry.
Midgar, yeah. You were close.
Midgar.
Midgar, Mordor. Hold the door. I didn't watch Game of Thrones.
Sorry.
It's all right.
That's all right. I didn't watch The Lord of the Rings.
Shame.
Well, there's only one return, all right, and it ain't the king, it's of the Jedi.
Had to get those references in there somehow, didn't we?
You see, there's an open movies, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. We need to go.
You have to.
Got to fill the cup.
Oh, dude. Anyway, antagonist.
So yeah, Sephiroth. So Sephiroth's katana is about as long and skinny as Cloud's Buster Sword is wide and clunky.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a 16-foot long katana.
Pretty much, yeah.
So basically, the premise of the game is, and I've honestly played it 4 or 5 times, and it still gets a little confusing. The game makes it at first seem like Cloud is a bad guy, but he's not really a bad guy. He joined Soldier. Him and Tifa know each other from when they were kids.
Okay.
And he always told her he was going to join Soldier, and he does join Soldier. And he goes on this mission with Sephiroth and this guy named Zack. And Zack ends up getting killed, and Cloud essentially takes his wife. And I'm Zack now, but he's still Cloud, but he's like, yeah, I'm Zack.
Right.
All Zack friends were my friends, and this Zack guy, he never existed. I was him the whole time. And he basically kind of gets so crazy with it that they kind of meld together as one person, and you don't find out who's who and what's real until halfway through the second disc.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, Sephiroth is trying to resurrect these ancient aliens that came to their Earth. I don't know what the hell the planet's no, not Midgar. That's the damn city. Can't remember what the hell the name of the planet is. The essence of the Earth is Gaia, but I can't remember what the hell the planet's called. Well, essentially, the planet is a living thing. And if the planet gets hurt enough, its energy will come to that spot to heal the planet. And
how Avatar of them.
I know, right? So basically, Sephiroth is trying to get an ancient evil called Meteor that looks like a meteor to crash into the Earth so that Gaia will be forced to put all of its energy into this one spot to heal it. Mm-hmm. And he will absorb Gaia at that point and then become omnipotent.
This is not asking much.
No. Literally just the world. So you kind of fight him a couple of times. You figure out Cloud's past. You figure out that him and Tifa really used to be good friends when they were little kids. There is a point in the game where Aerith actually sacrifices her life for Cloud, essentially. And she goes back to being... She was the last Celestial alive, so she goes back into Gaia as a whole. So there's no more Celestials left. So there's really nothing to stop Meteor or Sephiroth's plan other than Cloud and his friends.
Right.
Now, there are 2 additional characters you can unlock in the game, but you don't have to. One of them is Vincent, and I think he's in Final Fantasy IX. If I remember correctly. He's basically a vampire.
Former Turk.
Yeah. And then, oh God, what's the ninja's name? Yoshi, shit. Yuriko, Yushiko, Swahili,
Yuffie.
Yuffie. Yeah, Yuffie. There it is. Thank you. Yuffie's really weird to get. You have to go into this forest, and it's like a maze, and you have to walk a certain path, and when she attacks you, she'll talk to you. And you have to answer her questions in a certain order, and then eventually she'll join you. So it's like you literally had to have the strategy guide for this, because you would never just randomly guess this.
So it wasn't just, what is your name, what is your quest, what is your favorite color?
Exactly. But you don't have to have...
Points to anybody who gets that reference.
Yeah. When we do the Magic episode, I'll show them the Tim card.
Yeah.
There's a Tim card in Magic.
Yes.
I'll show you sometime after we're done here.
Oh, you need to.
But yeah, what the hell was her name?
Yuffie.
Yuffie. My God. This thing's hitting hard.
Wow.
Jesus.
Have you eaten today?
Yeah.
Not enough.
Apparently not. Good God. So yeah, Yuffie, she's a ninja. She has like a big four-pointed ninja star that she uses as a weapon, basically throws that at enemies. And then Vincent, he has a handgun that he uses, and he can also use like blade attacks.
Right.
So, but about halfway through the second disc, you lose Aerith. Now that basically at the end of the second disc, you go to fight Sephiroth in the final battle, and that's the third disc.
The whole third disc is the final battle.
Yes, because the third disc is also where you can do all the extra stuff. And I mean, it takes a good 20 minutes of walking to Sephiroth to fight him, because there's bad guys you have to fight along the way. There's mini bosses you have to fight.
Even the trees are walking.
Yep. Pretty much. There, in my opinion, with any damn RPG, you have to have the strategy guide if you want everything.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, if you want every last thing.
Yeah.
I'll unlock everything, get all of this stuff. Oh yeah, without question.
Mm-hmm.
Without question. I learned that. I learned that by Super Mario 3.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things I didn't mention is each character has a limit bar. And do you remember the limit bar? And when the limit bar fills up, you do your limit break.
I do. Yeah.
Cloud has like his X cut where he'd run in and he'd go and then like slice across and do like triple damage. Yeah.
Yep.
You could get their ultimate limit breaks in different ways throughout the game. Give me a second here. I'll pull it up.
Sure.
I know, right? Okay, so Cloud's ultimate limit break is called Omnislash. You have to pay 32,000 battle points. Yeah, to get it from the gold saucer. That's the only way you can get Omnislash. It says Omnislash is one of the most powerful attacks in the game, and yeah, it's insane. You literally death from 1,000 cuts, think. Yeah. And I forgot about this too, actually, till I read this. You automatically get to use it at the end of the game during the final battle against Sephiroth, even if you didn't obtain it.
Ooh.
And when you get down to fight Sephiroth, your limit bar immediately goes and it's full, and you use Omnislash. As soon as it's done, it fills up and you use Omnislash just over and over again.
Right on.
Yeah. Tifa's was called Final Heaven. And Tifa's limit breaks were kind of cool. So her first one that she did, she would run in and she would punch the guy. Then the second one she did, she would run in, she would punch the guy, then she would do a roundhouse kick. Then her third one, she would run in, she would punch the guy, she would do a roundhouse kick, and then she would do like a side snap kick. And every time you got one of her limit breaks, she would add one more attack to this. And her Final Heaven, she would add a final attack to the end of her chain. And hers was a single target, so you couldn't do it to like 4 or 5 guys on the screen. But hers, the only way you could get it was by remembering a piano song that her and Cloud played as kids. You had to go back to their hometown and play that song on the piano, and a little panel would open up, and that would be Final Heaven. Like, really? How would you know that if you didn't have the strategy guide? You never would.
You wouldn't.
Yeah.
No.
Cloud, his final is called Catastrophe. His limit 4 break. You just pick it up on the side of the mountain. It's laying there. You just pick it up. It hits 10 times for 125% normal attack damage. It says this is a fairly strong attack, but it does not compare to Omnislash. So if that tells you anything.
Because, I mean, what does?
Yeah. And I remember Barrett's was really cool. He would jump up in the air and he would hold his fist out in front of him like a strawberry. And his cannon would basically just charge up a giant red ball, and then it would shoot the ball down into the bad guy group. Red 13 The little red wolf, his is Cosmo Memory. It can be picked up during the side quest to obtain Vincent as a playable character. You have to return to Nibelheim, and open the safe in the Shinra Mansion and defeat Lost Number. Cosmo Memory does a shit ton of damage, likely capped at 9,999 for one hit. It hits all enemies, but it's still weak when compared to the other 4. And then Sid, the guy that flies the high, Sid that flies the high wind. Sid's limit break is called High Wind. You have to check out the Sunken Jelnika side quest, which is a sunken submarine. You have to go check out.
Nice.
Yeah. See what I mean? There's so much crap in this game. Sid's level 4 is named after the airship, which he calls into battle to unleash missiles. Each attack does 11/16 regular damage, but can hit up to 18 times, making it one of the strongest attacks ever, even stronger than Omnislash. Yeah. Sid was a Billy Badass.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
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 Yuffie's was all creation. You have to go to her home village and do the side quest to obtain it. And then Vincent's was chaos. You had to go to the underwater reactor. And you had to check out Lucretia's Crystal Cave side quest. Not making that up.
That sounds like you got to roll into the hood.
Vincent transforms into a powerful demon-type creature called Chaos. His physical attack deals 250% damage, and he uses a move called Satanic Slam.
That's hot.
Yeah. The problem with it, though, is you lose control of Vincent for the remainder of that battle when you activate his limit break.
Oh, so he just kind of goes...
Yep. He just does his own
mind
thing.
of his own.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
Actually, there was one main character I forgot, too, while reading through this list. Kate Sith. Remember the little robotic thing with the cat on its back?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Really could have been omitted from the whole game, and no one probably would have been upset.
Yeah, I don't remember it making a difference.
Mm-mm. So...
whatever.
There is the materia that you earn. There's a cool combo that you can do with it that basically makes you attack unlimited amount of times.
Okay.
So you can slot the materia together in certain places, and it'll combo together and make them a little bit tougher.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember. There's a one called Mime.
Okay.
And then the summons that you have, there's one called W Summon, which it will copy the last summon. So if I summon, we were talking about, like, if I summon Hades, and then I have W Summon attached to it in the same slot, it will summon twice.
Oh, okay. All right.
If you have a 3 slot, I held up 4 fingers because I'm an idiot. If you have a 3 slot and you put a summon in it and then have someone do, and you don't even have to have it in the same slot. Like, I could give one to Cloud, one to Barrett, one to Tifa.
Right.
If I had Cloud do Hades, yeah, we're going to have to talk about that too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tweeted that.
Yes, you did. I saw that. Thanks for tagging me.
It's fine.
So if you have Cloud do Hades or Bahamut or any summon, and then you have, I didn't even see her walk in the room. That was weird.
She's a ninja.
She's a ninja. Start calling her Yuffie. Nice. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Is that the keto pizza, or are you guys just going balls to the wall?
Thumbs out, baby.
That's right. Okay, so Cloud does a summon. Then you have the next character in the chain cast W summon. They will copy what just happened. Then if you have the third person use Mime, they will copy what just happened plus what just happened before it. Then they will copy it again. So you can actually, with one attack per person, you can cast a summon 7 times. Stay with me. Stay with me. Paddles.
Clear.
You got a hard-boiled egg in your heart?
It's the size of a canned ham.
Oh, God. So there's only, I think, if I remember correctly, there's only one copy of Mime in the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
When you're running around in like the underground of the city and you run into these train tunnels and you have to run away from yourself as the player. You have to run this way away from the screen.
This is in Midgar?
No, this is about halfway through the game.
Oh, okay.
I think this is when you go back to Midgar, maybe. Honestly, I can't remember where this is, but every time I see the tunnels, I know exactly where it is. Instead of running that way, you have to run towards yourself as the player. And you have to do it for like 4 screens.
Okay.
But when you get to the end, you'll see a little yellow golden circle down here, and you run all the way towards it, and that's Mime. Only place in the whole game you can get it. And if you don't turn around and get it when you're in the tunnels, you can never go back and get it.
Really?
Yeah. So the first 2 times I played this game, I never had it because I didn't know where to get it. But then you turn around and you run the other way, and then when you get out of the tunnels, you crawl out, and you can't get back to the city ever again.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, the third disc is literally you go into the cave and you're going to go fight Sephiroth.
Right.
Before you, and what it'll do is the screen will go black and it'll literally say, please insert the next disc. You don't turn the PlayStation off. You just open the lid, put the third disc in, and then close it, and it loads up the third disc.
Right.
But now with the third disc, you can access everything that you've done in the game with the exception of the things you can't go back to, like the mine. So this, at the point, is where you would go and you would breed a golden chocobo. The reason you would breed a golden chocobo is so you could run to that land, that mountain, and that cave that you couldn't get to by air.
Right.
When you go in the cave and you go all the way down, there's a materia you can get in there called Knights of the Round.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Knights of the Round is, I've never, until recently, like when I was a kid in high school and played this game, I never got it. I never knew how to get it or anything like that. I didn't actually get to cast Knights of the Round until probably the last 5 years of my adult life. Yeah, but it's
better late than never.
I mean, see, full circle again. You know, it's exactly. But Knights of the Round, when you cast it, you literally summon 12 knights that each hit whatever you're targeting for 9,999 damage. Yeah.
It's good to know the Knights of the Round Table are there.
Yeah. And each one of them looks unique. They each come in a different entrance style, and they each have different weapons, lances or swords, whatever.
Yeah, Sir Lancelot the Brave, Sir Galahad the Pure. You know.
Cirrhosis of liver.
Speaking of, this episode is brought to you by Strawberry Rita. Who makes that? Bud?
I think so, yeah. There's actually no branding on it.
There's got to be.
Anheuser-Busch, yep.
Oh, there you go.
St. Louis, Missouri. So I did the math on my calculator. At a minimum, Knights of the Round hits for 119,988 damage.
At a minimum. Folks.
At a minimum, yeah. Because if they're hitting higher than 9,999, you don't know. It just says 99.99.
Right.
You essentially have to. You don't have to have Knights of the Round to beat Sephiroth, because you can do that with just Omnislash.
Right.
And honestly, the end of the game is more of a story than a battle. Like, Sephiroth's real easy to beat when you get to the very end of the game and the actual final battle. The reason you want Knights of the Round is because in the US release, they released 2 additional kind of side quests in the game. So there's 4 weapons you fight in the game. There's Emerald, Ruby, Diamond, and I can't remember the other one, but they're giant, essentially like living robots. Ruby is in the desert right where you go up to the casino, and you can see it because there's a little like scorpion tail just sticking out of the sand doing this. I know how to do that.
Bet you do.
And then Emerald weapon is you have to get in the submarine and go underwater. Now, you have to have the underwater materia to actually win this fight, because if you don't, you only get like a 10-minute timer. If you have the underwater materia equipped, you have no timer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And Emerald and Ruby both have over 1 million hit points. Yes.
Very nice.
Yes. It's like the ultimate, like, am I as badass as I think I am kind of side quest.
Yes, you are.
The other one that you fight, you're actually on a dock city, and they have this giant ass cannon. And these weapons are kind of waking up in an attempt to defend the planet from meteor. Shinra is a threat, so it basically tries to attack humans too. So they use this giant cannon and just blast the thing, and they just blast a hole in the side of it and kill it.
Oh, right on.
But they never find Ruby or Emerald because one's under the sand and one's under the water. And there's the Studio Wonder Dog.
Okay. There is Yoda, the Studio Wonder Dog.
Iota. She can't hear me.
Cheeky. Well, she might be able to. I don't know. She's a dog.
Nothing? Okay.
No.
But yeah, when you go... So the easiest way to beat Emerald and Ruby is to set up that chain that I was telling you about.
Oh, yeah.
So you have Cloud cast Knights of the Round. Then you have the next person in line cast W Summon, and they will cast the last summon that was cast. And then you have the third person use Mime, and they will copy both people twice. So you're basically, in one round, you're hitting for about 500,000 damage.
There's a test on this afterwards.
There is, yeah. I hope everyone's listening. Take out your number 2 pencils and get ready.
I hope so.
But if they hit you, they basically one hit kill you.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so you're constantly using revive attacks or revive Phoenix Downs and stuff like that to heal each other. Because, like I said, if all 3 party members get wiped out, the game ends and you have to start from the last save point.
Mm-hmm.
Fight Ruby weapon, the very first thing it does is it hits you with its tail attack and knocks everyone down to 1 hit point. Yes.
No.
Yep.
No.
So you immediately have to...
No.
So you immediately have to heal everybody. Like, immediately. Yep.
No. Nope. Unacceptable.
I promise.
Okay, so you do that.
Yes. So essentially you have to heal, like I said, as soon as you fight it. The XP you get from it is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Usually by then, though, you're just doing it to say you did it.
No.
Like, you don't typically need the XP to level up.
Yeah.
I've beaten the game where everybody... You can also get, like, life materia, like hit point and magic point materia. And when you equip it, your HP and your magic slot goes up.
Mm-hmm.
The very first time I beat the game, I made sure everybody was at level 99 and had 99 health and maxed out magic. So I didn't even need that materia. So for me to go back and try to beat
Was
the
kind of
Ruby,
pointless.
yeah, it was just, yeah, exactly.
No. That's just because,
Yeah,
Ruby said something about your mom. And
yeah.
yeah.
She's a punk bitch. Ruby, not my mom.
6 of one, half dozen of another.
That's right. So the end of the game, spoiler alert, kids.
Yeah, if you don't want to know, shut it off now.
Yeah. Meteor actually ends up getting summoned and coming down into the Earth, and all of Gaia's Earth force essentially goes into one place, and it's basically kind of like Superman and Zod eye blasting each other with laser eye beams.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of this push back and forth, and then the screen, Meteor blows up and the screen goes black. And then it shows 1,000 years later, and it shows Red 13 with his 2 little kids running across a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows the Earth healing itself. So they stopped Sephiroth, but the meteor still hit, but it didn't hit with enough impact to destroy the Earth.
Right. Which the mountains that they're roaming over are the ruins of Midgar.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, you can see pieces of shit in the background, and
Yeah, it's all growing with grass and, back to nature. Mount Walton at Christmas time.
yeah, it's beautiful. It's glorious.
All it needs is a John Denver song.
We could arrange that easily. Klaus?
Klaus is busy right now. There's something wrong with Sonny.
Would it kill the audio department to play a little Foghat every now and then?
Yeah, buddy.
What happened to that guy?
Who knows? Found out everybody was doing weed off of his album covers. It's like, nope. Too much of a square for that.
That's right.
Anyway.
Anywho.
So go ahead.
There was a sequel to Final Fantasy VII called Crisis Core on the PlayStation Portable.
Mm-hmm.
But you played the game as Zack. Yeah. And once you got to the point where you meet Cloud, that's where the game ends. So it's kind of stupid. Yeah.
I don't. No, that doesn't feel right.
No.
No.
None of the other Final Fantasy games have anything to do with 7. Same as 7 didn't have anything to do with any of the other ones.
Right.
It's funny because they're all totally different. They all take place in completely different universes. They don't have anything to do with each other.
Oh, yeah.
I was reading an article before we started recording today that said the original napkin, essentially, concept for Final Fantasy VII was going to be a parallel New York City with a detective named Bob, I think, or Bill. It sounded terrible, and I'm glad they didn't do it.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad they changed that.
Mm-hmm, because that sounds awful.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit. I don't know that that would require 3 discs worth of information.
Mm-hmm. I can't. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that at all.
I can't wrap my head around that. Some cocktail napkin with a robot named Bill. Let me get this straight. Bill's a private eye, and he's in Snake Plissken's New York.
Correct.
And he's a robot. And hilarity ensues. Like that was it.
Yeah, I can't see it going much farther than that.
The only way you're gonna make that game sell is if you just in the background Snake.
I feel like we were going to get Spider-Man Noir.
Ooh. Now see that I probably would have bought in.
That would have been more interesting than alternate reality New York detective.
Robot detective at that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, they did do a movie. So there's a Final Fantasy Final Fantasy VII movie.
Right.
Called Spirits Within. No, I'm sorry. It's a Final Fantasy movie called Spirits Within. Has nothing to do with Final Fantasy VII, and it came out right after 7 did. So,
a lot of confusion.
Yeah.
A lot of confusion.
There is one called Final Fantasy VII Advent Children.
Uh-huh.
And that is official canon for the game. It takes place right after 7 ends, and it kind of shows you what happened to the characters afterwards. There's actually Sephiroth kind of comes back, and Cloud has to fight him again. But then he's not really back. It was just Cloud's memory. And then there's a couple of bad guys, and hilarity ensues.
What?
Yeah. Okay, so do you remember when The Matrix came out and there were like 19 different side quests you could do to get the whole story of The Matrix? Like, remember the Animatrix?
Yeah, I remember the Animatrix. I didn't watch it because I'm stupid.
Final Fantasy VII Advent Children is kind of like the Animatrix.
Okay.
You don't really ever have to watch it, but if you're a fan of the series and you're a fan of the characters themselves, it's definitely worth watching. I've watched it a half a dozen times at least.
It's Eon Flux.
Yes, essentially.
The animated version, not the movie.
Not the Charlize Theron version.
Sorry, I'm a purist.
Yeah, at least you's an Asian chick.
Right?
The fuck is that?
Well, I mean, Matt Damon is a samurai. Come on. Tom Cruise is a samurai. Matt Damon's building the Great Wall of China. Really? Really? No. No. How about no?
How about we give it 2 snaps and a thumbs down?
I ain't even giving it 2 snaps. It's not even worth it.
Hated it.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never actually even seen the movie.
I don't really feel a need to.
Yeah.
All things being equal, I mean, no.
No. I'm
No.
gonna pass.
Hard pass.
Yeah.
Anyway. You think we've lost him yet?
No, I think they hung on.
You think they hung on? All
I
two
think,
of them?
yeah, they're both still listening. Jeff and whoever else the other one is.
Yeah, we lost Justin. R.I.P.
No, Justin still listens. He just doesn't contribute anymore. But he gave us more than enough. I don't need another thing from
That's
that man.
very, very, very true. He really did.
He earned his listening.
He did. JR did not, however.
I haven't even seen an email from JR.
I mean, I saw one before we did, the last episode, but he didn't reach out that much.
Mm-mm.
The hell, JR? What's your deal? I hope he's watching the YouTube right now. I'm looking at the camera. I'm looking at you, JR. Yeah. You don't love us, man?
I'm looking back through the emails to see when the last time he did email us.
You don't?
April 22nd. Really, man? April 22nd?
Why? Nah, I really don't give a shit.
Do you know where that hurts?
Somewhere.
Right here.
That's your brother Hart.
Right here.
Right here, man. Right here. It really does suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is we got to start putting out more content to keep the kids listening.
Yeah, we really got to get together a little more than every 6 months or every, massive world plague.
Yeah.
It's not really a plague. Just eat some chicken soup, people. Jesus Christ.
Right. Go fix yourself.
I hear figs are good for you.
Yeah. Stay clean. Stay focused. Stay sober.
That's all right. Well, that last one's debatable.
I know. I know.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to.
Yeah. Do you have any closing arguments for... Drop my phone.
No, freak the kids out. Tell them, what was that?
What was that, man? I don't know. I sure hope he doesn't.
It was the suck cut.
It sucks as it cuts.
It certainly does suck.
Get a load of this guy, Cam. That's terrible.
It's sucking my will to live.
I will say one of the nice things about the pharmacy that I work at is just me and one other tech.
Yeah.
And it's super laid back. Like, we fill for the mental health facilities. So we bubble package all the pills and mail them out. We hardly ever see patients or anybody.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll go 2 or 3 days without seeing a single person in the front gate. And he basically gets every 80s or 90s reference I make.
Nice. What's his name?
Matt.
Matt.
Yeah. I don't think he listens, but if he does.
Well, you need to tell him that if he wants to hear his name, he's got to listen.
Yeah. Well, technically he's got to give us $1, so you have to bleep his name
technically,
out.
yeah. Well, okay. I'll figure out.
What's his name? Bleep.
I will. And then
When I cut the video, I'll have the little censor bar over my mouth.
Yeah. And then Jerry. There's a channel on Pluto that's like nothing but Jerry and Maury and Wilkos. And do you even know what Pluto is?
No.
Pluto TV, man. Look it up.
What's it on?
It's free. I mean, it's an app on our TV.
Okay.
You can download the app on the phone. It's got like a bunch of different channels
I'll check it out.
of a bunch of different stuff. They play at midnight.
Right on.
On one of the Comedy Central channels.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, just go check it out.
Well, there you go, kids.
Yeah, go check out Pluto TV.
That's your non-maximum effort throw forward.
Yeah, it's a throw forward, but they play a lot of throwback stuff.
I like it.
Like there's a channel for really old cult films and yeah, old game shows. old game shows like Sale of the Century. If you were young enough to remember that.
I don't even.
Oh, dude.
I'll have to check this out.
Yeah, you're going to have to. And of course, Match Game 76 with Charles Nelson Riley.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's a throwback if I've ever heard one.
A throwback of a throwback.
Oh, shit, right?
Right? But, yeah, we need to figure out a little better schedule. And I know we keep saying that. Yes, don't send us one hate mail saying, you guys keep saying you're going to figure out time to get together, do it more consistent. Just be it, man. No shit. We already know.
Tell you
this.
what, you guys that are complaining, throw us a schedule, and we'll stick to that schedule.
Throw us a couple bucks and a schedule.
There it is. I like that better.
Get on the Patreons. You want us to like be more consistent? Get on the Patreons.
We'll have a $10 tier, and that person. There's only one person, but they set our recording schedule.
There you go.
There it is.
There you go. So does this mean? I mean, well, once that happens, does this mean we get Tarbert to be our research boy?
I think so.
And he'll actually do it
He better.
this time.
If not, I'm going to push him down the stairs.
I mean, his basement is pretty pimp.
Mm-hmm.
I do like it.
Yeah.
I want his pool table.
It's bougie.
It's bougie.
Mm-hmm. Jeff, take a picture of your basement and put it on our tag us in our Instagram.
Yeah, yes. Tag all three of us. The podcast and me and Adam, because I mean I want to save it for for me it's that guy down there.
Really?
But,
you're over here for me.
Really? You
Yeah.
got the split screen happening?
Yeah.
See, me, it's just you are the big one, and then there's a little me on top of you. It's like Master Blaster.
Nice.
Yeah.
I always prefer to be the big one on the bottom.
You always want to be a top as opposed to a bottom. Oh, there. I see. I clicked speaker view, and I went to
Nice.
gallery view, and now you're over there.
See, there you go.
There it is. Look at that. I learned something today. Shame I learned it at the end. Did we just recreate art?
Yes. We
Nice.
recreated art imitating life, imitating
art, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
What other nuggets you got to throw at the kids?
Let's see.
Should we let them go?
Just look at the gloriness of the Mars sunglasses
Yeah. It's glorious. I'm not going to lie.
with the red iridium lenses. Yeah.
Yeah. You need to have your missus take one of those fantastic portrait photos that she takes all the time that look immaculate, and we'll post that on the gram.
I'll do it. I know how to do it.
Good job. Good boy.
I'm learning.
Good. I like to hear that.
But yeah, so it's the 5th now. By the time you hear this, it should be Tuesday because it's Tuesday. And then, I mean, do we want to try and get another one in this weekend?
I could probably do that.
Like meet up again?
Yeah.
In a week.
I could probably do that.
Try and start, and hopefully by then there'll be a little more underneath it that we can make a day of it.
There it is.
Just to have the cooler of Lime-A-Ritas here, or strawberry Ritas, whatever your flavor.
What are those little glass jar margaritas called? The Jack Cayman or something like that?
No, what we need to do is get ourselves
Cayman Jack.
We need to get ourselves some liquid nitrogen, and we need to go and just flash freeze a bunch of Irish Wakes and Godfathers. Put lids on the jars, and then just for times like this.
Yes, I'm good. I'm down with that.
Because you've heard, I know they know the story. We told them the story, right?
I think so.
Stumbling out of McGuire's drunk, 3 jars in, talking about
Yeah.
getting applause for being the master of the mechanical stuff.
Well, it's better than being the master of the stupid stuff.
It's true. That's true. Nobody wants that.
I don't know how I remember that.
I'm amazed you do, man. You were not feeling any pain at that point.
No,
You really weren't.
life was good.
Oh, so good. Shout out to McGuire's and Destin.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want a shout out, give us a buck. Go to the Patreon.
That's right.
Skylar, we'll holler your name. We
What's
have
two?
no. Two is your name and access to the Discord. Which the Discord, once we figure it out, once we have the server up, I guess
I
is
will
what
have
it
the
is.
Discord up and running by the time you're ready to launch this. How about that?
So by Tuesday.
So by the time the kids are hearing this, it's already ready.
Okay, all right, and then we'll figure out a date. Like, okay, well, I was trying to get to the point. The $5 gets you the other two things and a sticker for your car, and $10 means you can set our schedule.
There it is. Fun fact, I found out my kid said if you do this to the principal, you get a detention.
Really?
Yeah, because apparently you're going to flip him off and then you change your mind at the last second.
This isn't the one that graduated, right?
No, this is like all the kids.
Oh, it's all the. Oh, it's just
Yeah.
a blanket statement.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Like they had to make an announcement about that?
No, the kids were just telling me about it.
Okay.
One of their friends did it and got a detention.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, and now you know, kids.
Knowing is half the battle.
Thank you.
The other half is grotesque violence.
You notice a lot of those end up in like bathrooms. You notice that? Like school bathrooms at that. Like
Apparently the other half is pedophilia.
apparently. Or intense swirlies.
Remember, kids, pedophilia is not a kink.
No. No, because otherwise we wouldn't shame it.
Right.
Because we don't kink shame.
No.
But that's just that you just have to kill yourself.
Yep.
You need to find the biggest, fastest moving vehicle and stand in front of it while it's moving. Or better yet, get in your vehicle, gun it towards the fastest moving, heaviest vehicle on the planet. Just meet in the middle.
There
As
you
long
go.
as you don't limp away from it.
Right.
That's all I'm hoping.
Yeah. On that sick, twisted, disgusting note,
Yeah, and on that note,
let's bring the room down again.
yeah, let's try and bring the room down one more
Yeah.
time.
All right, kids. We appreciate you listening. Appreciate you watching if you're on YouTube.
We do. We do. Thank you very, very much. We love you.
Mean it.
Mean it.
Peace.
Whoa. You need to tell them how much effort we gave them.
Shit. I almost forgot.
How much? How much?
All right, kids. Thanks for listening this week. Thanks for watching if you're on YouTube.
Yes, thank you. We'd appreciate you. We love you.
Yeah. Dave, in regards to my discussion on Final Fantasy VII, how much effort would you say we put into that?
I mean, it was as close to maximum as humanly possible, I feel. I mean, aside from, screwing up the release date.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have been just full-on maximum
Yeah.
effort. But we
On a
gave
scale
them-
of 1 to 6, I'd say I gave it a 7.
Absolutely. All right, kids. That's the Maximum Effort podcast for this week, month,
Yeah.
whatever time frame we get this thing out in.
I just can't. I'm retarded. I don't know.
Well, thank you, Peter.
Yeah.
All right, that's the podcast this week. I'm David.
I'm still Adam.
God damn it. Get the paperwork through, man.
Peace.
Later.